Good morning, Tommy. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. I sure appreciate you being willing to check out Zoom and be creative in how we have this meeting today. I know these are unprecedented times and we got to get creative sometimes. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see the presentation I put together. Can you see that okay? All right, perfect. Well, I know last week when we talked, you are concerned about keeping your employees healthy. You'd really like to be able to add benefits so that you can improve your retention and help set yourself apart and include benefits in the hiring conversation you have with your potential employees. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information about Aflac in general, and then I'm going to start addressing how Aflac can help with your specific concerns. So Aflac is given strong financial ratings, and we have the ability to support your company and your employees for the long term. And even during this pandemic time, there's going to be a lot more claims, and Aflac is very smart in how they invest their money, and we have the stability to take on additional claims without concern for our company's well-being. So I think that's important to consider. Aflac is also recognized by Ethisphere magazine. It is a magazine that ranks the world's most ethical companies, and for the 14th consecutive year, Aflac is on the list. We are the only insurance company in our specialty that's on that list, and so I like to brag about that a little bit because I think it's pretty cool, and I'm proud of it. So with Aflac, if you make these benefits available to your employees, they do gain some distinct advantages. They get better benefit pricing. And let me give you an example with our accident plan. This plan is identical, and if a customer comes directly to Aflac, it would cost them $52.65 to cover an individual. If they get this same benefit through you deduct semi-monthly, and that translates to about $14.30 a paycheck for that. So it's under $30 and they can get the same benefit. And so it's a savings of over $20 right there. Another advantage is the benefit options. If someone calls me and wants to look into short-term disability, I have to ask them if Aflac is available through their employer. And if they say no, I'm not able to have that conversation with them because it's only available through payroll deduction. So you get them significantly better pricing, better options, and it's convenient for them to access these benefits at work. It is almost become expected that employees get their benefits from work. Very seldomly do people seek benefits outside of the workplace. So you're assisting them in making good decisions for themselves and planning for the future. So advantages for you. We obviously know there needs to be something in here for you. It's difficult to be a small business owner. Thank goodness you're an essential business so you can stay open during this time. But what's in it for you? Well, you get to make benefits available for little or no cost to your company, and that's really, really awesome. I know that we discussed those two key employees that you really value and appreciate and have been there for you from the beginning. You could consider doing a defined contribution for them of $25 or $50 and let them pick the benefits that they would like to select, or you could opt to sponsor specific plans for them. Either way works for you. I do think, from my perspective, I used to do human resources for 14 years, and I think a good equitable way to do it would be to do the defined contribution and let them pick the policies. So that way, if policies change and costs are different in the future, you're still being consistent, and how they spend the money is really up to them. So that's my suggestion for defined contribution if you consider doing it. So hiring and retaining tool. And now you have the opportunity to discuss benefits during the hiring process. And we know from our last meeting, people are talking about what are the hours, what's the pay, and what are the benefits. And I know you have 2 spots that you're hiring for right now. What a great time to be able to have that benefit conversation and improve the caliber of person that you're going to bring in the door to work with your team. So another thing I want to mention is we do all of the heavy lifting for you. So you basically get the advantage of having an HR department or a benefit team coming on board at no charge for you. I'm here to answer questions. I will help them file claims. I'm not just here on the front end to help them enroll in benefits. I'm going to be here for you long term as a business partner to check in on your people, be there when they need to file claims, educate them on their benefits if they need help down the line, because sometimes it's hard to remember what we enrolled in. So I just want you to know that this is us establishing a long-term relationship. This is not just something short-term. I want to help you build a better culture in your workplace. So I do work with a few other mechanic shops in town. I really appreciate you. You're my guy that I trust to take my cars to, and I appreciate everything you have done for me. And so that's why I'd really like to see you offer these benefits so you can set yourself apart a little bit. Benefits that I know work well in similar type shops. Short-term disability, again, it's an exclusive benefit only available through payroll deductions. So I definitely think it's an awesome benefit to make available. Our hospital indemnity plan is great. My son was premature and he spent 6 weeks in the NICU, and I got over $6,000 for that claim. And so I think in certain circumstances, it can make a lot of sense for people to select that benefit. Our accident plan is another great one. It is one of our most popular benefits, and where I see a lot of employees potentially selecting benefits because it is so affordable and it makes a lot of sense for this industry. Another one that I think is a good one to add is cancer and critical illness. I know in the mechanic world, there are some harsh chemicals for different things, and long-term exposure can potentially lead to cancer. And so it's just good to make these benefits available now so that they can have a plan in place in case something goes south in the future. Another benefit that we can consider offering is life insurance. I am licensed in Washington and Idaho to offer that. So that's another one that we could do as well. So there are a couple of ways that we can do this enrollment, and we can do it one of two ways. The first one is a group meeting where we spend about 20 or 30 minutes together, and I review the benefits a little bit in detail, and I pass out employee worksheets. They fill out the little worksheet, designate the benefits they want to learn more about. I collect those worksheets back. We use them to raffle off a talking duck, and then I have one-on-one conversations with them, usually the next day after that. Or we can do it as a shoulder tap system where I meet with each employee individually, and then they tap the shoulder of the next employee to come see me after their meeting is complete. Which enrollment situation works best for you? The group meeting? Okay, cool. I like that one too. So when do you think your next group meeting will be? The last Wednesday in May. Okay, I'm going to put that down. I know there's rumors out there that our stay-at-home order may be extended. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that the end of May will still work out. So, and do you do this meeting at the end of the day? Okay, sounds good. So I will put it down for about 6:15 since you close your shop at 6. We'll plan on starting around 6:15. I'll bring a couple pizzas and we'll make it fun. And then I will plan on coming in on Thursday to chat with those employees that filled out worksheets and want to have a deeper conversation about benefits. Does that sound okay? Awesome. Well, I will stay in touch, and then if we need to make any adjustments because of the stay-at-home order, then we will do so. Otherwise, we are set to go for the last Wednesday in May. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Tommy. Thanks again.